Hey guys, Reed with Ozark Trailer Sales. I want to talk to you about some mowers, and you may be thinking, why is this guy talking to me about mowers? It's like the beginning of February. Well, I'm glad you asked. It's supposed to be 60-something degrees today, and you can get spring, winter, and summer all in the same day here in Arkansas, so I just want you guys to be prepared. I'm looking out for you, okay? So I want to go over some of our diverse line of mowers here. We've got the MZ Magnum and the Rambler. That's kind of your entry level. That's going to come with, you can get a 19-horse Briggs all the way up to like a 24-horse Kawasaki. Up to a 60-inch deck on those. So very diverse platform. That's your entry level. That's your 0 to 3 acre residential places. I've seen people use them for commercial use, and the decks are built to commercial standards. That's a 7-gauge deck with a 3/8 leading edge. So very diverse mower there, and that's your entry level. So that's going to be your cheaper end. It's still a very high performance machine. Next, you got the ZT Elite right here. This is your highest residential mower. So after that, you step into the commercial line. So this is a very high performance machine as well. Also a 7-gauge deck on those, and you can go up to a 60-inch deck on those as well. Anywhere from 24 to 26 horse motors, Kohler, Kawasaki, and Briggs & Stratton on those. So diverse platform. You can get them set up in just about any way you want. These are very modifiable. You can get advanced chute systems. You can get light kits for them. And probably the biggest thing with the ZT Elite here is in the price range that it's in, it comes with a lot of awesome options. You've got no flat front tires, independent suspension, and just the backing of the Bad Boy name. And I mean, these things, they just don't quit. And I can tell the difference just positioning these mowers, driving them back and forth. Like, there's a huge difference in the hydraulic motors and the drives that these things have over like your kind of lower end, I'm not going to mention brand names, but your lower end mowers that you're going to find at the big box stores. And that's another thing in these big box stores. If you're shopping at a big box store, you know, nothing against them. We need them. They're there. They're convenient. They have endless amounts of stock, but they kind of lack when you're talking to salespeople. You're going to get a salesperson that doesn't really know much about the mowers. If you're trying to warranty something, that process is frustrating to say the least. So in looking at these mowers, when I'm talking about these mowers and you're coming here and you want to buy a mower from us, you're buying our dealership, okay? You're buying the service department, the parts department. We're going to have parts on hand. Our service department is going to work diligently to get you any warranty stuff done without the hassle of having to wait on some corporate somebody to say, oh, well, I guess we can warranty that. So that's what you're buying here. Into these commercial mowers. So I'll start with the Rebel X. The Rebel X is going to come standard with these Michelin wheels, so you don't have to worry about flats on the back end. So these are your commercial line mowers. These are the guys doing it for a living, okay? These things are an absolute beast. That's a 3-gauge deck with a 1/2-inch leading edge. And you can get these in with Kawasaki, Briggs, and Kohler motors as well, all fuel injected, okay? So you don't have to worry about carburetors. You don't have to worry about those cold mornings in the early spring when it's like 40 degrees outside, but you got to get going because you got a full day of mowing ahead of you. These things are really going to shine. Also, no flat front tires. I also want to just take you through on the commercial side of things for worst case scenario, right? You're mowing and you got a limited amount of daylight and you throw a belt. Well, these things are so easy to work on. You don't have to load it up, take it to the shop. All you got to do is pull this out, pull this hatch up, swap your belt out, and you're back to running. Onto the Rogue here. Now, this is the absolute top of the line. This thing is a monster of a machine. Okay, independent suspension. Of course, the 3-gauge deck on like on all of their commercial mowers. You got the ROP system, fully fuel injected, and on both of these commercial mowers, you've got this adjustable seat, the spring seat. And if you're riding one of these things day in and day out in the summertime, where it's sun up to sundown mowing, okay, you can set this thing to Scrawny Samuel or Never Misses a Meal Ned, right? This thing has got it'll adjust by weight, so you put in your approximate weight in there, and it'll ride the suspension to where you're not just bouncing, but you're also not. It's not just a stiff, beat you to death ride. And so that's what we offer here. We have a huge line of mowers from A to Z, all the way in between. Your residential line starting at about 3,300, and you can go all the way up to these big commercial mowers. And if we don't have the setup that you're looking for, we can get it. These are very diverse between deck sizes and motor sizes. You name it, we can do it. So before the season gets kicked off, come get one.